Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be reviewing more Artbeads.com TOHO 11 beads. When you first receive their package, it will come wrapped up in purple tissue paper with a sticker keeping it shut. And then you'll see their card that says Artbeads.com and gives you an adorable earring idea. On the back of the card, it will give you more information, their website, and then a coupon code for your next purchase. When you continue unwrapping your package, there will be more tape keeping everything shut, and then you'll see protective plasticking around your beads. Then you'll see that all of your beads are put inside of a Ziploc baggie, which is very good, so that your beads are protected. The day that I was ordering, they were giving away a free gift with your purchase, and that is their shell button, which is really pretty. It's double-sided. They show it as an earring component, but I could also see it as a bracelet closure. So I'm going to start with the black baggie. So this is TOHO Bead Round 11 Opaque Shiny Jet Black 8-gram bag. These are very shiny. Now I also got TOHO Bead Round 11 Matte Opaque Black 8-gram bag. So these are the matte finish, which I think just looks very nice. It has such a velvety, soft look on the surface. On the bag, this is the code, so if you look up under Artbeads and type that in, that will give you these beads. Will pop right up, so these are really nice. This is the TOHO Bead Round 11 Matte Opaque Polar Crystal 8-gram bag. So these are just an off-white and they just look gray. But they're very, very light. And then there's the TOHO Bead Round 11 White Lined Black Diamond 8-gram bag. I got these to represent the dark gray that I needed in my project. Then there's the TOHO Bead Round 11 Matte Opaque White 8-gram bag. Like I previously said, I just love the matte look on these beads. And then I got the TOHO Bead Round 11 Galvanized Matte Starlight. I think these look very rich and I really like this finish on them. I'm going to leave these here and then I'm going to show you these. So this is a tube of beads. So this is TOHO Round Bead 11 Perma Finish Matte Galvanized. This is a tube of beads. I'll take it out of this bag. It's nice that they still give you the bag with all of their information on it. But then you also get the tube, and this says round at the top, and then it shows the picture of the round, size 11. It tells you where it's made, which is in Japan, and then it also tells you the price, which through Artbeads they do give it to you for cheaper than that. These are just so pretty, and I think that they have the same kind of finish as these beads, which is very, very pretty. And then I also got these. This is the TOHO Bead Round 11 Opaque Light Beige 8-gram bag. These kind of remind me of almost a pearl finish, which I think that's just because of the color and then the shiny finish on the beads, but these are very pretty. Here are the TOHO Bead Round 11 Frosted Ceylon Cream 8-gram bag. So these are transparent, so they are very, very see-through with just a frosted finish. So I wasn't quite sure when I ordered them that they're going to be transparent, but hopefully this will still work for my project I'll show you. So now they also give you an in-color order sheet that's just so nice. With your purchase, they will tell you where your beads came from, an in-color photo, the name of your beads, the price per bag, and then if you get multiple bags, the end price for those bags. So this is so nice, and I really think that's a good touch. So now I'd like to show you an idea that you can use these beads for. I hadn't already mentioned in my reviewing video, but you will need a medium color of gray. I got these through eBay through the seller Bonnie's Bead Barn. So these are Toho 11 round beads. These are the opaque gray shade, and then she does give a number. This is a 15-gram bag. So I did find that they're actually cheaper through Artbeads when I ordered them last. But I already had this shade of gray. I had already purchased it from her, so I thought I would just use these for my project. But you will need this shade of gray for the project I'm showing how to do. She was very nice in her shipping time and everything like that. And then I also did get a free little sample of Toho beads. She just included in her package. So if you wanted to check out her account, you also could. Basically, for the project I'm showing, you'll need a very light gray, a medium shade of gray, and then a dark gray bead. Okay, so this is the grid I made. It's going to be a really cute bird. I'm going to kind of show you what the colors stand for in here along with the bag of beads because they all are very similar colors. So I'm going to start with just the black. All the little round filled in black is going to be your matte black. So this is going to be your matte opaque black. That's the majority of the black. And then you're going to want for just the bees that are going through here, some are here, some are here, a few are over here. That's going to be your shiny black, and that's just going to give it a really nice depth to your project. And then this is obviously going to be your white beads. So this for me was my matte opaque white beads, are just this area right here. And then you see a few P's running through here. And the P's stand for my polar crystal, which is a very, very light gray, almost white. And I have those running through the bird in these few areas right here. And then you'll see L's and then a very light beige. That's standing for our opaque light beige beads. That's what all of these are. And then these C's in this darker yellowy color, that's what I put in to stand for our frosted Ceylon cream beads. So all the C's are going to be those beads. And then there's obviously the beak, these few right here, and then the feet. Those are all going to be out of our galvanized matte starlight beads. I did find that I liked these beads the best for the feet. You could try a darker shade here, but I really did like how this one tied in with the beak, this area on here. It really looked good. So then this area right here is going to be your perma-finish matte galvanized beads. So these are almost more on the rose gold compared to the goldish tone of the beak. So that's what goes right there. And then for the, I don't know if you can see the D's, but I have D's in this area. That stands for the dark gray beads. And that's what we're using our white lined black diamond bags for. And then you also will be using this one bead right here for in the eye area, and that will just make the eye seem to glisten and seem more realistic. And then for the very light gray running through the bird in these few areas, I'm using these beads that I showed you already. And you can definitely try finding this shade of gray through Artbeads, but I already had these. So this is the medium gray shade that we're using there. So now let me pull over my finished bird that I did. This is what he looks like, which is just so pretty. I really think he's really just so pretty. So I'll put him on his side, kind of like you would see him with the grid. You can start on one of these rows right here and then work up because it's one of the widest rows, and then add these little bits to it later. You can leave enough thread coming off at the end to come back and add these little touches on without having to add more thread on. But as you can kind of see, this is the color reference from this to this, and that's the rose goldish color, the beak color for the feet, and then that little bit down there. I really, really love the matte black with then the shiny black coming through in different areas. I think that looks so good. So I'm gonna move the graph paper for now, and this is what he looks like. I used white beading thread because I found that it worked best for this project. Now, if you're concerned about seeing the white thread on the side where you would see like running from one area to the other, you could definitely put a little dab of permanent marker on that thread so it just blends right in. I haven't done that yet, but I might end up doing that because I love working with see-through thread for these kind of things because it's so nice, because then you don't have to be worried about any thread bridges or anything like that showing. I did start by trying to make one with just see-through thread, but I really didn't like it, and I'll show you in this one. This is just a teensy bit of one. I don't know if you'll be able to tell the difference, but there actually is a big difference in the way that the transparent beads look. I thought these, it just looked better as a whole, and it kind of all blended together better. And then this one just looked like the solid beads and then transparent beads. And I don't know if it will pick it up on camera as much, but they really did look just really separate instead of like this one just seems to look more as a solid whole, just nicer. So for this project, I guess I would recommend using white beading thread instead of the see-through beading thread, but you of course could do see-through beading thread for the whole thing if you wanted to. I did want to mention that on the very end, you'll see these two beads that do stand off. I did add on see-through thread to do those two beads, so that on the side, you can't see their thread bridges so much. You can slightly see it if I catch it in the light that I do have a thread bridge there, but that way it's really hidden because it's see-through thread. So you could definitely do that. Mix your different threads that you use for the project. So I do think he's super cute, so I'll bring back over the grid paper. So this is Artbeads Brick Stitch. I'll move this little stick-it note I have. This is the brick stitch with round beads. This is free to print off through artbeads.com. They also have a few options, which I'll show you those. They have a lot of paper grid options on their website, but these are just a few. They also have it for cylindrical beads. I have a post-it note that says original on the top of these two, which I think is really nice because then you can print it off once through their website, and then you can just continue making photocopies of that sheet. So this says brick stitch with cylindrical beads, and then you have your brick stitch with round beads. And because our beads were rounded, I decided to go with the round grid paper. This is just another tip I might give you. I put a hole punch through these, and then you can put it in a binder, and you can keep all your ideas all in one binder, so you can just flip through all your brick stitch grids later on if you wanted to do that. So here is the bird brick stitch graph paper design. If you don't want to make this bird seed bead cutie idea that I found off of social media, I also be including another design. So this is the cloud brick stitch cutie that I just gridded. I found this off of social media and I thought it would be a really cute one to include in this video. I could see a little face being beaded into the cloud, and then I could also see you either adding ball chain dangling down along with maybe some crystals, or do the crystals separately, and that could just represent raindrops. You could also add a jump ring up here, or a see-through beaded loop up here, and just use this as a keychain, a pin, anything like that. So this is the cloud brick stitch cutie grid. Thank you so much for watching. In the description box below, I'm going to be linking Artbeads How to Brick Stitch video, along with their free printable graph paper if you wanted to print some off for yourself. I also be linking a few of my previous videos in the description box below. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.